I got from them is this was much better than kind of deployment of new officers up on that boardwalk who don't get to learn that area, don't get to learn the feel of the issues and what's going on. So having them up there assigned permanently, then supplemented with the overtime makes a huge difference.
And they work 24/7, or are they working
No,
shifts?
it's from 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. So most of the time, and then once 3 a.m. comes, then the night shift just continues patrolling the boardwalk periodically. But we have that boardwalk flooded from 7 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Any additional questions?
A question more of a statement on this item. As being one of the casino association representatives on the board, we do appreciate tourism district policing. It does help. It does come out of the general fund, which is now moving money for other things on this project, like fixing roof, putting up lights, things with the infrastructure improvements. So there's a budget issue that we're talking about here. The city had this money, and there's a functional problem with the city managing their budget, cutting taxes one year, now looking for a tax increase this year. Plus we have a pilot to negotiate. So I understand for this budget ask to fund police, which is we're all for. You guys do a great job. It's not about the function of what you're doing. But for over 100 years, police got paid out of the city budget. Now we're offshooting this to this budget when it's supposed to be meant for redevelopment projects. Fixing the projects that we have to build buildings, fix our buildings, this is coming off our budget. So as we negotiate the new pilot coming up, we have to contemplate who pays for the service going forward. This is not in a law enforcement agency. We're not doing oversight. I'm not looking at payroll stuff. I'm not making sure guys show up on time. Guys are doing overtime or, disability payments. It does hit the pension fees, because there's a budget issue here. Love what you're doing. You're doing 100% of your work. You're doing your job. It's how we pay for this job. And the other job that you're getting hurt from. The people who are supposed to be working in the convention center, or promoting in Atlantic City. This budget, he's taking a $2 million hit today, without replenishing it. So that's something that we want to put on the record. The association is supportive of the tourism district policing. Of course we do. But how you pay for it is what the issue is. And that can be done in the state, that can be done on the state budget, that could have been on our delegation, maybe doing a line item. Look, all the line items are, all your senators are doing throughout the entire state. From Bergen, Sussex, Cape May, everyone's got their Christmas tree items in the budget for this purpose. But we're doing it out of this budget. So as we look from the treasurer's office or DCA or the governor's office, this is something that $2 million you lost today. You moved it someplace else. It's going to be replenished somehow. We want to negotiate going forward with the pilot and making sure that this agency can still function. Because $2 million came off the books today.
Legit concerns, duly noted, and we know we're in constant conversation and negotiation around what the pilot looks like. And it should be wrapped up in that. Frank?
Couldn't agree more with Member Tyrell here that we need to be a development organization. But I think that to bring development here, we got to make sure that we have a clean and safe environment that brings people that support development. And I'd like everybody to remember that the state has had control of the city's budget here since 2016, as I know. I've been in the tourism district since 2012. So when you do the negotiations, it's got to be more with the state about how they allow the budget to flow. I'm not disagreeing with the one thing you said, but this is a situation where it actually is an advantage to the city and our development efforts to make clean and safe. And as far as how the city is running their budget, state has control over that. So they should be the ones that explain to us how it's supposed to work.
Thanks, Frank. Any other questions, comments from board members? Public comment?